English dictation 120 words per minute. 5 seconds. Start. Mr. President and friends, paragraph. First of all, I should like to say how glad I am to have this opportunity to address this seminar on the challenges of devolution. The devolution of the Indian rupee in June this year is the most significant event on the Indian economic sense at the present juncture. It is therefore very necessary that representatives of industry and business meet together and take counsel as to how to conduct their affairs in the new circumstances that have arisen. Paragraph. For such an audience as this, it is hardly necessary for me to spend much time on the causes which led to devolution. I have dealt with these in some detail a few days ago while addressing the Bombay banker, and I need not repeat what I had said then. Briefly, devolution became necessary because of the strong inflationary pressure prevailing in the economy for some time now and their harmful effect on the country's international accounts. The function of devolution is to offset the impact of inflation on the external sector of the economy. However, it is a once for all adjustment unless therefore there is a swift and decisive action to check the forces which have been contributing to inflation. The effects of the adjustment will be set at not in a short time. The reduction of inflationary pressure thus assumes the first priority in any follow-up action after devolution. Uh, through discussion of these problems in all its aspects will, however, take a considerable time. I propose therefore to content myself with pointing out that devolution has in fact increased rather than decreased the need for overall difficulties. We shall have to make strenuous efforts to place the economy on a stable basis with respect of a reasonable monsoon and larger availability of imports of raw materials and components following resumption of external assistance. The supply side of the picture looks hopeful, but this has to be accompanied by effective action of the demand side also to bring about price stability. Both the public and private sector have to cooperate in this matter by pruning down or postponing expenditure on consumption as well as on investment with a low productive potential. Paragraph. Having said that, I should like to turn to a discussion of the steps that need to be taken in a field directly relevant to devolution, namely the country's balance of payment. To take export first, the recent half in the progress of our export have been a continuing source of worry. After several years of stagnation, export had begun to show a welcome increase in the early years of the third plan. However, during the later half of the plan, the progress came to an abrupt end.